I have $250 that I'm going to be spending on dropshipping with Shopify over the next 24 hours. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find a winning product. Then I'm going to build a store that I'm going to translate to one specific language, to run it to one specific country. Then I'm going to get the video ads for it. And in the end, we're going to run the ads. But as I said, I only have $250 and I only have 24 hours to spend it. But I'm pretty good at spending money and I'm also relatively confident. So let's start with step number one, which is finding the product. All right, so I'm on AliExpress and I'm actually going to use my more to love strategy to find a product for today's challenge. If you come down to the bottom of the AliExpress, there's going to be a section called more to love. And this section is very good because it basically hands you winning product if you let it. So the section is dependent on your skill. If you know how to find good winning products, you can actually dictate the algorithm here to find you good products. So if we start up by, for example, clicking on a bunch of LED products, as you guys can see right now, and we keep scrolling, we're going to find more LED products just like that. And here we already have a pretty cool product. It's this phone picture taker. As you can see, it basically takes the pictures for you. I've seen this product before. I might even run it, but I'm going to do product research for another 20-30 minutes, maybe even an hour. And then once I find a product that we're going to use for this challenge, I'm going to get back on the camera and then we're going to build out the store. Okay, so I actually found two products. I think they're both very good, but I cannot decide which one I'm going to run. The first product is this game for kids. There is no video ad on it, but I know that it's a very, very cool product. And if I decide to go with it, I will show you a video on it. But it's basically a game for kids where you have to press certain buttons. They glow up and then you have to press them as fast as possible. The other product is something that I've been looking at for a pretty long time now, and I know that it is trending. I was doing product research on AliExpress and I actually found this product. I think it's pretty cool. It's basically a picture taker. As you can see right here, she holds it, she presses a button and it takes the picture for her. But I don't know which product to choose, so I'm actually going to go here and spin the wheel to see which product we're going to end up with. So let's spin the wheel right now. Honestly, I hope it's going to be the selfie product, and yeah, that is exactly what it's going to be. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to build out the full Shopify store. I'm going to use my own link to make sure that I get Shopify for $1. I'm also going to link that in the description. If you want to get Shopify for $1, you can use that link. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Shopify, build out my store, import a product, price it, and make the whole description. Then I'm going to get back to you in the process of building the store. And once the store is completed, we're going to order the ads and run it and try to make some money. All right, it's the next day and I finally got my Shopify store fully set up. I hired someone to make the description for me on Fiverr, and then I did a couple of tweaks myself. And after that, I actually hired a translator. Now, before I show you the store, the reason that I hired a translator is because I want to do something called one country dropshipping, which is a strategy that I use and also a strategy that I teach all my students that's making us able to produce results like this every single day. And if you want to be a part of the mentorship program, you can send me a message on Instagram right here. And I also finally received my video ads, which took another day. So the first thing we're going to do right now is to check out the video ads and then I'll show you the store. So the video ad I got from ROAS Formula. This video is not sponsored. It's just a website that I use. ROAS Formula is actually able to translate your video ads, which is super beneficial when you do one country dropshipping. So I'll go ahead and link their website in the description in case you want to use it. And as I said, this is not a paid promo. It's just a website that I use. So here is the video ad. It's obviously in the Swedish language because we found out that that's the best market to run this product in. It seems relatively untapped, but in my opinion, it's a pretty cool video ad. It shows all the main function that you can charge the phone while you have it plugged in as well. And it shows the different colors, which I don't know if people care that much about, but it really is a good video ad in my opinion. And also the fact that we get it translated just makes it a way more personal approach, right? When someone comes into your store and it's fully translated, you're way more likely to buy from that store, which allows us to crush the competition completely. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you the store and then we'll run the ads. So here's the copy that we got, but I managed to get it translated. And here's the store, which I also got from Fiverr. I'm selling the product for $219, which should be around $25. I'm going to increase it though as soon as I get the first sales in. In my opinion, the store is a little bit weird, but I'm still going to go with it because the most important thing is the product description, which I also consider to be kind of medium, but if we have a translator, we should still be able to make some sales. I don't necessarily think it's the best store, but I think it's definitely going to be able to bring us some sales. So as you can see, we got the product page here fully translated. It doesn't have any pictures inside of it. And then we got 6 reviews here. I could be importing more as well, which I'll probably do right after this clip. But now let's get into the advertising. All right, so we're inside of my TikTok ads manager. So let's get straight into it. I'll show you the strategy on how I actually set up the ads. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to campaign right here. And you want to make sure that you always go for website conversions, because why would we go for anything else? Why would we want traffic without sales? And then what you can do is you can name it a product name, and I call the product Smart Snap. It's a little bit cringy of a name, but I think it's going to work. So I just called the campaign that, and then I'm going to go down to the budget and I'm going to put in 1,000 a day, which equals to around $100 per day. This is a European ad account though, which is why it's not US dollars, because I'm actually trying to reach Sweden with this one. But this equals to around $100. And when you use this strategy, you always want to go with the CBO, spending $100 per day. So then I'm just going to go to ad sets. I'm going to put in the pixel here. I'm going to make sure that the event is complete payment. And then down here, I want to go with only TikTok. We don't want to show it to some random platform. Then we do all ages besides 13 to 17, because they probably don't got that much money. And one thing with TikTok is you want to go broad. You don't want to target any interest when you start. That's also why we use CBO, because CBO allows TikTok to optimize for you, because you don't have any data, and the targeting on TikTok, at least for right now, is not really the best. So therefore I like to keep it broad. You can put on the targeting expansion here if you want to. And what we're going to do right now is basically just to head into the next part of the ad sets. Now TikTok has many features that you can set up. You can make it run only a specific time of the day, but as for right now, we're going to make it very simple and just run it the whole day. So now we're inside of the ads, and what I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to upload the video right here. As you can see, it's currently uploading, and then I'm going to go to the call to action. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to put it to standard, and then I'm going to have shop now as a call to action. And then I'm going to put in this, which basically means that the sale is ending in 24 hours. I just took that from Google Translate. It shouldn't matter on such a small detail. Then for the link, I'm obviously going to go ahead and use the product page link, and then I'm basically just going to publish the ads. Now ideally when you do TikTok, you want to have 2 to 3 different creatives. The creative is the most important thing on TikTok, but for this video I don't have it. But now that we're inside Ads Manager, we're going to go ahead and make 4 copies of this one, so that we will be running 4 ad sets in total. And ideally we would think that that's going to be around $20 per ad set, as we're running on a $100 CBO, but that's actually not the case, because it is a CBO. Technically you could spend $80 on one ad set and $5 on the rest ones, but let's wait and see how it goes. I'm going to check in with you guys in the morning to show you the results of this challenge. Alright, so it's the next morning and I just checked my Shopify and TikTok Ads Manager, and as you can see here, I actually managed to get 2 sales overnight, but I'm very hopeful that I should be able to get a couple of more sales now that it's actually daytime in the country I'm running it to. But if we look at the ads, we can see that we have a 1.45 click-through rate, we have 2 conversions here, so it might not be super profitable yet, but my plan is always to test the product a little bit cheap and then increase the price as I go. So I'm probably going to go ahead and increase the price now, but before that, let's check out the click-through rates, which is right here. And at some of the ad sets we have a 2.4, which is very good, and on some other ad sets you can see that we have 1.9 and then 1.4, so it's actually pretty reasonable. And as you can see on these ad sets, which surprisingly have a pretty low click-through rate, we managed to get 2 sales. So I'll check in with you guys a little bit later once this challenge is officially over. Okay, so the challenge is now over and the results was actually pretty good in my opinion, especially considering the fact that we only had 24 hours to do all of this. As you can see on the dashboard, we done 1,095, which equals to around $106 US, which I think is a pretty good start on this challenge, and I might even continue running the store. So here's the Shopify dashboard. I'm just going to refresh it. As you can see, we got 3 sales coming in at the same hour, but overall it seems like the product is selling more during the day. But if we take a look at the TikTok Ads Manager, we can see that we spent over 1,175, which equals around $130. So we're unfortunately not profitable, but I will also say very quickly that I didn't really try to be that profitable. I just dumped a lot of money into this challenge to try to get some data and try to get things going. But let's calculate the profits. So here's the final results of this challenge. We managed to lose $130, but I still think it was pretty good. We managed to get a lot of sales the first day, and we were really only aiming to get the product started. If you want me to do a 1-week dropshipping challenge, make sure to let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope that you found it valuable and interesting to watch, and if you did, remember to click a like on it and subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to be the most valuable dropshipping YouTuber this year. But that's it for today. I'll see you all in the next video.